Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. So there's still a few people coming in to our wonderful held safe space this evening online, our virtual reality. And welcome, welcome. So just begin to get yourself set up. We're going to begin in a seated upright position. I do encourage you to put your cameras on just to get the most out of your class this evening. But of course, if you don't want to, or if there's anything going on, that is absolutely no problem at all. There's no pressure here, no pressure. But just for yourselves, or to hold yourself accountable for your own class, sometimes it's nice to just, give yourself that extra push by putting the camera on. And welcome, Santa. Lovely to see you guys. So we're just going to begin in a seated position. As always, listen to your body. If at any point you need to stop, come down to your child's pose or your Shavasana lying down flat, and please do always honor your body. No one knows your body like you do, so really listen. And yeah, without further ado, we'll begin. So our theme this evening is self-care, because I think we all need it. It's been a mad week with that full moon, and the energy at the moment is just very hectic now in the build up to the holidays. But by nature, it's really, we're moving towards the shortest day of the year, the 21st of December, our winter solstice. And really, as we move towards the darkest, shortest day of the year, it is a time for hibernation. Nature is going inward, and we are nature. We're part of nature too. So you might feel that draw, that pull coming towards the end of the year, an exhaustion essentially within you, or perhaps you're full of energy. It can go both ways. But I suppose just not to get too tied up in all the Christmas traffic and the antics that go on, and really listen to that draw inward and really take time for self-care, extra time for self-care. I think at this time of year will really stand to you as we come into the depths of winter, the deepest, darkest time. So thank you for showing up for yourselves this evening. And yeah, I want you to think about self-care and what self-care means to you. And we're going to do, our body focuses heart. So we're going to do lots of heart openers this evening and really work and focus on the upper body. Okay, that is enough out of me. Now we're going to come down onto our mats. So get yourself nice and comfortable. I encourage you to use support, any cushions, blocks, bolsters. Find something to support your body is really going to enhance your practice. And we'll just begin by sitting in whatever position feels most comfortable to you this evening. So nice and tall, lengthening, elongating through the spine. We're going to take our palms facing down onto the knees and just close down the eyes. So the next 59 minutes or so is for you. This is your time. This is your practice. You showed up for yourself today. So just close down the eyes and allow yourself to drop in, to begin to notice the natural ebb and flow of your breath and how it moves through the body. And just begin to let go of those distractions that might be in your environment, and those distractions that are in your mind this evening, the traffic, the noise, the to-do lists, the shopping list, the Christmas lists, all the lists, just letting all of that go now for this time. We're going to take 3 inhalations into the nose, exhaling softly from the mouth. So all together, let's begin. Take a deep inhalation. See if you can really lift up through your lungs, stretching out the diaphragm muscle. And as you exhale, soften the jaw, releasing slowly from the mouth. Let it all go. Once again, deep inhalation. See if you can fill up a little bit more this time. Breathing down to the lower region of your lungs, right down to the lower belly. Lovely. Exhale, release. Gorgeous. And once again, deep inhalation. See if you can fill up even more this time. another millimeter or so into those lungs. Maybe expanding across the rib cage, and exhale, release. Let it all go. And just again, bringing your breath back to that natural ebb and flow, going inward. And we're going to do alternate nostril breathing, which is one of my favorite breathing exercises, pranayama. And Nadi Shona is the Sanskrit name for it. So just, we're going to take our thumb or you can take your index finger and your little finger. Really, it doesn't really matter what fingers you use today. What is most comfortable for you? So we're going to take, just place your two middle fingers on your forehead, in between your eyebrows, and just gently place it there and just feel that on your forehead. And then you're going to take maybe your index finger and your little finger, or the other finger, and we're going to just begin by breathing in and out through the nose here. So just breathing in and out through the nose. So this is really good to calm your whole nervous system. So closing down the right nostril, we're going to take an inhalation into the left. So inhale fully into the left. And then just hold close both nostrils, and then exhale from the right. Inhale into the right nostril. Hold, and then exhale from the left. Once again, deep inhalation into the left. Close both nostrils, exhale from the right. Inhale into the right. Close and exhale from the left. I'm just going to allow you to carry on your own breath in your own time. And hopefully there's no runny noses. I probably should have mentioned to get a tissue or something for us this time of year. But just notice, begin to notice how it feels. Begin to notice a shift, any shift or change within the body as you breathe in and out through alternate nostrils. And just continue at your own pace, taking a few more rounds here. And each time, see if you can go a little deeper into the lungs. Hold, and then exhale. So you're building up a rhythm. And begin to notice how the body feels, or how this feels for you. So sometimes people can feel a little bit dizzy when they first start doing this exercise. It doesn't suit everyone. Some people don't like it, some people love it. So see how it makes you feel. Lovely, everyone. Okay, we're just going to bring our breath back to normal now. We're going to activate our Ujjayi breath. So inhaling and exhaling just through the nose. So if you can, closing down the mouth. Only inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And again, each time filling up into the lower region of the lungs. And as you exhale, notice that constriction, the oceanic sound that comes out from your nose. Continue to breathe here in and out through the nose, and just take a swift body scan mentally, moving down through the body as you breathe. And notice any tingling, any sensations. How has your body arrived this evening onto the mat? Past, present injury, any aches or pains, tenderness? Is your body warm? Is it cool? Just a full mental examination of your own body. No judgment. Bringing lots of awareness. Anything you're holding, anywhere you feel tense or tight. Any stress being held in the body. Lovely. And lastly, just checking in with yourself. How have you arrived onto your mat mentally and emotionally this evening? And just choose one word to describe maybe or to sum up how you're feeling. You might feel a little bit different after your breath work. Taking one hand to the heart and one hand to the lower belly. And just setting a little intention for yourself for the next hour or so for your practice. Why have you showed up for yourself today? What do you want to get from your practice this evening? Can you feel your heartbeat? Taking the arms out nice and wide. And we're just going to give ourselves a big hug. So take the right arm underneath the left to opposite shoulders. And just gently begin to sway from side to side. Just slowly moving into that upper thoracic spine this evening. Giving yourself a big, loving, heart-filled hug. As cheesy as that sounds. Okay, exhale, release. Open the arms wide again and crossing opposite. So the left arm underneath the right this time. Again, just give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. Just checking that upper body, lovely. We're just exhale, release, taking the arms wide. And we're going to bring the hands together, bring the elbows together, interlace the fingers, and just begin to give yourself a little wrist roll here. Pressing the palms away from you, stretching into all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. So make sure you've got your Ujjayi breath going in and out through the nose. Notice when you forget to breathe or if you stop breathing, take the arms nice and wide, fingertips to touch. Lovely. So palms face up, inhale, look up, reach up. Lifting up from the pelvis, see if you can really get some length in the spine here. And exhale, opening the arms out, nice and wide, fingertips to touch. Inhale, look up, reach up, lifting up from the pelvis as if someone was pulling you up towards the sky. And exhale, release, take those arms wide and down. One last time here, inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, release. We're going to take the arms wide. And again, just give your wrists a little rotation, nice and soft. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Lovely. We're going to go straight into a side bend, dropping the left hand to the mat. Reach your right hand up and over. Fold that left elbow, drop the head. Don't worry about how far you come, no tilting forward or back. Breathe into that right side body. Exhale, release back to center. Left hand reaches up and over, folding into the right elbow, drop the head. Hang out your head here. Take a deep inhalation and exhale, release. Once again, back to center. Right hand reaches up and over. Drop the head. Inhale fully. Exhale, release. Lovely. Back to center. Left hand up and over. Drop the head. Going a little bit deeper, maybe into your side bend. Lovely. And exhale, release. Hands to the knees, elbows out, and just gently begin to rotate from the hips, making little spiral circles here. So again, check that breath, Ujjayi breath, in and out through the nose. Stretching the lungs and enhancing and lengthening our lung capacity this evening. Mindful movement. I invite you to go slower than you want to go. Body awareness. Beautiful. We're going to release our feet now. Just bring your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take the hands to the ankles and just gently begin to butterfly out the knees here. So just gently rocking your knees from side to side. Just checking the length in your spine, no hunching forward. Make sure you sit up nice and tall and lovely. So just really moving into the hips here. Excellent. We're going to extend the legs out nice and long now. So just stretching the legs out, flexing the ankles. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky and just begin to hinge from the hips. So come really slowly. We're really stretching from the lower back. No rounding of the spine for now. Breathe, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And just relax the palms facing up, down onto the ground. So try to keep the length in your spine for now. Stretching to the back of the legs. And it's sometimes nice to rock from side to side here, just deepening that stretch in the hamstrings, especially if they're a little bit tight this evening. Lovely. Sitting up tall once again. And we're going to roll our spine gently down onto the mat. We're going to bring our knees in towards our chest. And just begin to rotate the knees, making circles with your knees here, massaging out the lower back area. Lovely. Rotate, go the opposite direction. So we're starting nice and gently, really just massaging our body, giving ourselves that self-care, that little bit of investigation into how we have arrived this evening. Lovely, gently rock from side to side. Beautiful. Extend the left leg out nice and long, flexing the left ankle so that left leg is nicely activated. And extend the right leg up towards the sky, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, and just begin to rotate that right foot, that right ankle, releasing any inflammation here. Check your breath, rotate, go the opposite direction. So when I say check the breath, I just mean notice if you do stop breathing or if your breath changes throughout your practice. Lovely. We're going to just gently place our left hand on our left hip. Bring your right knee in and just draw the right knee gently towards the right armpit here, feeling that lovely compression in the right hip. Great. And then gently open up the right knee, drawing the right knee out to the right side, opening into that right hip. Try to soften your shoulders, relax your face. And exhale, release. We're taking the right knee now across the body to the opposite side, coming into a twist. So just relax the right palm down onto the ground. And you can look towards your right hand. Just soften that right shoulder, it will pop up. Then coming into your little side twist. Excellent. Release, come back to center. Gorgeous. Switching legs now. Extend the right leg nice and long. Keep that right leg activated. Give your left knee a big hug, squeezing that left knee towards the left armpit. And exhale, release, extending that left leg out nice and long. Interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and just begin to rotate that left ankle. And releasing any inflammation if you've been on your feet a lot today. And those ankles nice and mobile. And stretching into the back of those hamstring, that left hamstring. Bending the left knee now, draw the left knee towards you. Take the right hand to the right hip and just gently begin to open up that left knee to the left side. Feeling into that left hip. Breathe. Keep the right foot activated. Exhale, release, drawing that left knee across the body to the opposite side. Relax the left arm and just look towards your left palm, coming into your twist here. Exhale, release. Gently coming back to center, bring the knees in towards the chest. Just cross your ankles over each other. Keep the knees nice and wide as you can, ankles crossed. And just begin to rotate here. So just getting into the lower sit bones. And notice how different this feels from the first rotation that we did. So just getting into the lower bum, it feels quite nice to massage out that area. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Switching ankles. And just rotate again. Lovely. Keep those knees wide. Gorgeous. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, and just come into a little ball. Giving yourself a little bit of here. Gently roll over to one side, and we're going to come right up. We're going to come right into our child's pose. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Sink the hips. Allow the tailbone to reach down towards the ground. And bending the elbows, just take your forehead to the ground. And if that isn't going to the ground, just making a fist with your palms, or stay up high on your forearms. Breathe here. So just taking a couple of moments, breathing deeply, grounding down here. So imagine that you are a seed and you are being planted deep down towards the core of the earth. You're melting into the earth. And your roots are going right down. So just really nice grounding visualization. Maybe taking some exhalation from the mouth here. And perhaps maybe making some sound, a big ah, a bit of a release. Excuse me. Lovely. Coming up into all fours, knees below the hips, hands below the shoulders. Inhale, drop your belly, traction your chest forward, gaze draws up. Coming into your cow. Exhale, release, bring the chin towards the chest, doming into the spine like a scared cat. Inhale, drop the belly, traction the chest forward, gaze draws up. Exhale, release, bring the chin towards the chest. So moving at your own pace, allow your breath to lead your movement here. Each time going a little bit deeper, warming up your spine now. Lovely. 2 more rounds here. Lovely. And coming back to center, just looking over your shoulder towards your feet, doesn't matter which one. And then over the opposite shoulder towards the opposite feet. And just begin to take the hips from side to side. And then as you inhale, begin to sink the hips back as you exhale, coming back onto your heels. So inhale, coming forward. Exhale, sinking back. Notice if there's any arching in the spine, if your belly is dropping, try to hug the rib cage in, draw your navel towards your spine. And rotate go the opposite direction. Moving into the hips, any cracking in the knees or the hips or any cracking sounds is perfectly normal, just don't worry about that. Lovely. And then just moving intuitively, begin to round the belly. Goes down the eyes. Feel into your body. Dance as though no one is watching. Rotating the shoulders over the wrists. Maybe drawing the figure of 8. Taking the palms for a little walk around your mat. Little exploration into those wrists. Rotate, go the opposite direction. And if this is heavy on anyone's wrist, you can make a fist with your hands if that feels nicer. Or you can always come down onto your forearms at any time if it's too much on your wrists. So we always have options, so many options in yoga. Sinking the hips back and just take the palms to face up toward the sky for a moment, just stretching out the wrists here again, this direction. Lovely. Don't push too much weight. Lovely. Tucking the toes. And just allow your heels to come out to the sides, to either side, as you tuck your toes in. And come right up onto the knees. And this is a really good stretch for the toes here. So we're just going to hold this for a few breaths. We're going to take the arms out nice and wide in a big cactus pose. Take a breath here. And then slowly begin to open the heart towards the sky as you gently draw your gaze up, taking a very slight back bend here. Exhale, release, taking the right elbow over the left to come into your eagle. So the back of the palms facing each other, you can come into a full eagle pose if it's in your practice. And we're just going to begin to circle the elbows here. So making circles with the elbows. So this can be very challenging. For some people, this can be very easy for some people. So wherever you are, or if it's whichever you are, just breathing into it. Rotate, go the opposite direction. So really targeting that upward passes. Lovely. Take the arms out nice and wide. Open the heart, open the chest, take your back bend. Lovely. And I'm going to begin to walk the hands forward. Gently pat the back of your feet on the mat. Right? So I'm one of those people that is very challenging for me personally. Gently tapping the back of the feet. And once again, we're going to tuck the toes, sink the hips back, and just give it one more go. Take the arms out nice and wide. Take a little back bend, look towards the sky. And then taking the opposite elbow over. So this time, taking the left elbow over the right. Back of the palms gently touching, or you can go into a full eagle. Inhale, draw the elbows up as high as you can. And as you exhale, rounding the spine here. Flow as you wish to go. So inhale, lift those elbows up. Exhale, release. Two more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One. Okay, lovely. Unwind those arms. Give another look up towards the sky. Take your back bend and exhale, walking those hands forward. Gently patting out the feet. Oh, that's a lot. For me, patting out the feet. But anyone else? Gorgeous. We're going to walk the hands as wide as the mat. Begin to melt the heart and melt the chest here as you come into your puppy pose. Keep the hips in line with the knees. That looks great, Emily. Keep those hips in line. Lovely. And just give your head a little sway from side to side. Bowing your heart. Two more breaths here. Exhale, release, walking those hands back, coming back into our lovely tabletop position. Inhale, draw the right fingertips up towards the sky, look towards your right hand. And as you exhale, threading the needle, right arm underneath left, right shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. Soften here, coming into your twist. Option to take the left arm up towards the sky, or you can hold here, this is perfect. Or take the left hand up and just gently bring the left hand around to the right, the crease of the right thigh, open up that left shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, release, left palm comes back onto the mat in a nice foundation, pressing into that left hand. Coming back to tabletop. Inhale, left fingertips up towards the sky, look up towards the left hand, and as you exhale, threading the left arm underneath the right, left shoulder, cheek, temple to the mat. So softening here, this might be enough, or taking that right hand up towards the sky, right palm drops behind the back, where's the crease of the left thigh. Breathe. Exhale, release. Good foundation with that right hand, pressing all 5 finger pads and knuckles into the mat, coming back to your tabletop. Lovely. So we're just going to walk the hands forward, bring your forearms down and gently drop down onto your belly. Coming into our Sphinx pose. So spread the fingers wide and make sure all 10 knuckles and finger pads are firmly planted on the mat. Open your shoulders, roll your shoulders back. And pressing your I've lost the word, your bones just down into the ground, just engaging your sphincter muscles, engaging your glutes, squeezing here. Just begin to clench your face as well. Just squeeze everything that that you can squeeze really tight and you can engage in the knees, point your toes, engage in those quads, bring the chin back, and then just release. Stay in the same position. Lovely. Exhale, release. Begin to walk the right fingertips over towards the left palm. So your right forearm is at a 45-degree angle, and take the left fingertips underneath the left shoulder. And just begin to look over the left shoulder towards your left foot. This might be enough here. Option to bend that left knee and maybe take hold of the inside of the left foot. So draw that left foot towards you for a little quad stretch, or kicking back that left foot to really open up that left shoulder to get a good grip on that left foot. Exhale, release. Lovely. Coming back to your sphinxer pose. Walk the left fingertips to the right hand, so 45-degree angle with that left forearm. I'll walk the right fingertips underneath your right shoulder. Looking over your right shoulder, this might be enough for you to stay here. Option to bend that right knee. You might just have a few goes of bending that right knee, or maybe you'll take hold of the inside of that right ankle and draw that right foot towards you for that quad stretch. Option to kick back that right foot, stretch out that right shoulder. Lovely. Exhale, release, coming back to our sphinxer again. Lovely. Rolling down the spine, bring the hands below the shoulders. Keep your elbows nice and close to your body. Dropping your forehead down and slowly begin to peel your chest off the mat, coming into a baby cobra. Exhale, release, bow the head. Inhale, peel the chest off the mat. Lift that head. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale, peeling the chest off the mat. Exhale, release. We're going to walk our arms out now, our hands out. Spread the fingers wide, stay on your fingertips. Elbows up towards the sky. And once again, peeling the chest off the mat. Peeling to the shoulders here. Exhale, release. So you might come a little bit higher this time. And this should feel really nice on those shoulders. Taking 3. Exhale, release. Taking the hands to the side of the ribcage. Press into the hands, strong arms, and come back into your tabletop position. Everyone okay? You're all still with me? Give your hips a little way open side to side. We're going to tuck our toes now. Walk the hands forward and gently begin to lift your tailbone up towards the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are a lovely wide hip distance apart. And just pedaling out the feet. Stretching into the back of the legs, opening up those hamstrings as you draw your heels towards the ground. Keep the hips nice and soft. Take them from side to side. And roll the lips. Ah, make a big ah sound here. Shake the head yes. Then shake the head no. Try to soften in the upper back. Bend the knees and slowly begin to step towards the back of your wrist. So stepping up towards the top of your mat. So again, feet hip distance or even a little bit wider. I like to have the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Take hold of opposite elbows and just gently begin to sway from side to side as you hang out here, upside down. Ah, maybe make some ah sounds. Just a big release, exhaling from the mouth, rocking backwards and forwards. And then release those arms, let the arms go. Give your shoulders a little roll. Hanging out upside down. Notice the blood rushing down into the head, reoxygenating all the cells around the brain here. Bring the chin towards the chest and grounding into the feet, slowly begin to roll up through the spine. Come nice and slow, we don't want any head rush. Nice bend in the knees. Lovely, come on to standing, take the arms out, nice and wide. So I feel like our self-care, there's a lot of massaging in our self-care, the idea of massaging ourselves. Just begin to tap, bring a little tap into the head, a little tapping all around crown of the head into the forehead, tapping the temples, the cheeks. Unlock your jaw, into the neck, shoulders across the collarbone here, your vagus nerve, down through the arms, upper ribs, round to the lower back, lower ribs, glutes, down to the legs. Lovely. And then we're just going to grind the feet and just begin to shake like jelly. Make as much sound as you need to. Keep the feet planted for a moment, just shake it all out. And then bending the knees a little bit more, take the hips from side to side. Just get a little bit more rigorous in your shaking. And just begin to really warm up the whole body. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. And get as fluid and as soft as you can. Just really let go here. Again, like the idea of dancing is the nose watching. Take the arms up above the head. Just releasing any tension, any emotions that you're holding. Anything that's been stiff or tight in the body for a while, just let it all go. And jumping up and down, lovely. Coming to the top of the mat, taking all 10 toes off the ground. And then begin to plant your toes on the ground, tucking the tailbone out forward, find your Tadasana, mountain pose here. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears and rolling the shoulder blades down the spine now. Standing up in a lovely empowered, tall position. Lengthening through the whole body. Deep breaths here. See if you can feel your heart beating, your pulse in the body. We're going to take 3 sun salutations. Hands to prayer. Inhale, reaching those fingertips up towards the sky. Look up as you exhale, swan dive, hinging from the hips. Roll forward, drop the head. Inhale. Hands to shins or knees, coming to a lovely flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to, coming down, take the hands to the mat, and just step back into a high plank position. Inhale, just gently rocking back and forwards on the toes for a moment again. And we're going to bend our knees, drop your knees, bend the elbows, you drop your chest and your chin to the mat, and then release the toes, scoop the chest forward. Baby cobra, or coming a little higher into your upward facing dog. Lovely. Exhale, tuck the toes and press it back into your downward facing dog. Breathe here, taking 5 lovely big ujjayi breaths. So in and out through the nose. Really challenging your lung capacity. And notice that in the stillness of your body here, there are so many benefits to your Urdhva Dandasana, downward facing dog. So continue to breathe, check your alignment, draw the heels towards the ground, enjoying that lovely back stretch in the legs. Keep lifting the tailbone a little bit higher towards the sky. Shake your head yes and shake your head no. Notice the constriction in your throat as you swallow. Bend the elbows if you need to, and bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, look between the palms, gently bending the knees when you're ready. And step towards the top of your mat. Sinking the hips now, we're going to just sweep our arms up into a lovely chair pose in Uttanasana. Sink the hips, sit down, sit down, sit down, and then pressing into both feet, powerfully standing up into that lovely, tall, long spine once again. Check your alignment. Hands deep, hands to prayer. Check your pulse, your breath. Center, rebalance, equalize the inhalation and the exhalation. And for number 2, we're going to really focus on lengthening. So inhale, reach the fingertips up toward the sky. See if you can get longer in your body. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, hinging from the hips, swan dive forward, drop the head. Inhale to flat back, hands to shins or knees. Exhale, fold navel to spine, bend the knees as much as you need to, stepping or hopping back into your downward facing dog, or your tabletop. Fine position. No arching in the spine. Bend the knees, drop the knees, bend the elbows, chest and chin to the mat. Release the toes, scoop the chest forward, strong arms, open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, release, tuck those toes, and press back to downward facing dog. Again, if this is too much for anyone, just drop your knees and come back into your child's pose. Drop your head and breathe. Hair, wardrobe malfunction and hair malfunction here. Keep breathing, find that lovely Ujjayi breath. Our incredible tool of our breath, which is taking us through any discomfort, any pain, past or present. Draw the heels towards the sky, towards the earth, I should say. And then when you've completed your fifth breath, slowly inhale, look between the palms, bend the knees, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Sink the hips, sweep the arms, coming into your lovely chair pose once again. See if you can take your arms a little bit higher, sink the hips a little bit lower, sit down, pressing into the feet, and gently come back to standing. Roll the shoulders back and down, take the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, inhale, open the heart once again, the chest towards the sky, and take a stretch here in the arms. See if you can take your palms a little bit higher. Lovely. Bending the elbows and just take hold of opposite elbows here, like so. See if you can really open the heart, chest area. Lovely. And exhale, release, dropping those palms. Find that empowered pose now. Tadasana one last time here. Hands to prayer in the center of the chest. Last one. So this one is for you, whatever you want to focus on this time. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive, hinging from the hips, drop the head. Inhale, coming to your flat back, hands to shins or knees. Exhale, fold, stepping or hopping back into your plank. Knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. Maybe this time bending the elbows, working the biceps and triceps. Coming onto the back of the feet, open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Drop the head, take your 5 breaths. Check your alignment, lift the tailbone a little bit higher, draw those knees a little bit lower towards the ground. See if you can go another millimeter into expanding the inside of your lungs. There's always an extra millimeter that we can get more air in. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Inhale, begin to look between the hands, stepping or hopping to the top of your mat. Sink the hips for your last chair pose. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Sit down, and exhale, pressing into the feet once again. Take the arms around. Lovely. Bending the knees, take the hands to the hips, and we're just going to slowly step that right foot back behind us. Drop your right heel, and we're finding our warrior 1 here. So you might need to take your foot a little bit wider or heel to the left one, knee a little bit wider. Keep the left knee in line with the left heel and sweep the arms up towards the sky. Finding warrior 1. Lovely. Exhale, release, taking the arms out to the sides now, and just gently rotate that right foot so that it's in line with the bottom of your mat. Roll the shoulders up and down. Inhale, left hand faces towards the sky, and draw the left hand up and over as your right hand comes down the back of the right leg. Drop the head. Exhale, release. Left elbow comes to left knee. Reach that right hand up and over towards the sky. Option to take that left hand to the inside of the left foot if you want to go a little bit deeper here, or you can stay where you are. Grounding to the four corners of each foot. Lovely foundation of the feet. Exhale, release, taking the arms back nice and long. Begin to straighten out that front knee now. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, left hand to the inside of that left ankle. Reach your right fingertips towards the sky and look towards your right hand, Trikonasana. Breathe, really stretching out that right side body. Exhale, release, pressing into both feet, come back. And we're going to bend the left knee and gently windmill your hands to the inside of that left foot, coming onto the ball of the right foot. Dropping the right knee, release the right toes, and sweep the arms up. Find a lovely low lunge here. Open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, release. Taking the hands to the inside of that left foot now. And begin to rotate the left knee over the left ankle. Really moving from the ball to the socket of that left hip. Rotate, go the opposite direction. Check your breath. Gorgeous, everyone. Begin to take the hands out to the side, nice and wide. Heel toe that left foot to the center of your mat. Fingertips to touch, coming into a straight spine. And as you exhale, straightening out that left leg now, coming onto the heel of the left foot for your runner stretch. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, straightening out that left leg. So as you inhale, come forward, make sure that you're getting a lovely stretch in your right quad. So if your right knee is too close, then you won't get stretch here. You need to take your right knee back to get that lovely quad stretch. And that lovely compression in the left hip, which I'm sure you're feeling. Inhale, look up, exhale, release. So go at your own pace, listen to your body. Don't mind me, this is your practice. Get what you need, as always. Breathe. That looks great, lovely flows going on. And of course, if you want to stop and find stillness here, lengthening into that left hamstring muscle, growing, lengthening the muscle, breathing into it. So enjoy this stretch. Going back to the top of the mat, and we're going to bring our fingertips nice and wide. Begin to heel toe that left foot to the left side of your mat, and just gently drop your left knee, shin, ankle down. Allow that left foot to swing back as much as is needed. Keep the hips squared to the top of the mat, and find your pigeon pose. Option to get a block or some kind of support underneath that left hip, because this could be quite strong in that left hip. If you're feeling anything in your left knee, please come out and go back in again. Always want to protect your knees. Walking the hands forward, melt the heart, melt the chest. Option to take the hands in fist, or maybe stay on your forearms, or stay high. There's loads of options. So we're really just working into the left hip, the left glute area here. Surrender, let it go. Witness your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Let them go. Exhale, release, walking the hands back, planting those hands down, and gently pressing into the hands, step it back to your tabletop position. Give your hips a little wiggle from side to side. We're going to tuck our toes, lift the hips up toward the sky, and come back into your downward facing dog. Just pedaling out the feet once again, nice and soft. Slowly begin to walk the fingertips towards your feet. And just walk your hands up your legs. So just walking the hands all the way up your legs, coming up to standing. So we're going to do all of that now on the opposite side. We're just going to this time step the right foot forward. Drop that left foot. So find warrior one on this right side. Sweep the arms up towards the sky. Open the heart, open the chest. Strong, powerful warriors here. Exhale, release, taking the arms out to the sides. Make sure that front knee is in line with the front ankle. And then rotating that left foot to be in line with the back of your mat. And you might need to heel toe that right foot. Roll the shoulders back and down. Right hand faces towards the sky and draw the right hand up and over as the left hand comes down the back of the left leg, the straight left leg. Keep bending that right knee. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. Drop the head here. Exhale, release. Right hand, right elbow to right knee. And draw the left hand up and over. Okay, an option to take the right hand to the inside of the right foot for a deeper stretch here. If it's too much, just stay in your fingertips or come up onto that elbow again. Pressing into the four corners of both feet, strong legs. Keep your legs where they are and come back to warrior two. And then straightening out that front knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward as if you're being pulled by that right hand. Right hand to the inside of the right ankle. Left hand reaches towards the sky. Find your Trikonasana. Look towards the left fingertips. Breathe. Exhale, release, pressing to both feet. Come back to standing. And you're going to bend that right knee and just windmill your arms down towards the ground, coming onto the ball of the left foot. Nice and gently with control. Bending that left knee now, and you might need to heel toe the right foot out to the side. Sweep the arms as you come up into your low lunge. Open the heart, open the chest. Lovely. Exhale, release. Taking the hands to the inside of the right foot. And begin to rotate the right knee over right ankle. Or if you're on another leg, it doesn't really matter once it's the opposite leg that you did the last time. Rotate, go the opposite direction, really moving into the hips here. Getting all that lymph fluid moving around joints. Lovely. So we're going to take the right hand to the outside of the right foot, heel toe that right foot now to center, coming onto the fingertips, find a flat back. You might even take your hands to your right knee, just to get a nice straight spine. And then exhale, begin to straighten out that right leg, come into the heel of the right foot. So again, find you can stay here and breathe into that right hamstring, or find your own flow. So really beginning to self-direct, finding your own practice. And what works for you, what's best for your body, without pushing and forcing anything. But finding your edge at the same time, challenging the body as is needed for your best yoga practice. Beautiful, everyone, gorgeous pose. 2 more breaths here. 2 more rounds, and then meeting back at the top of the mat, begin to heel turn that right foot to the left side of the mat, dropping your right knee, shin and ankle. Allow that right foot to swing back as much as needed. Get your block or your support, your cushion, blanket, whatever you have for underneath that right hip. Keep the hips squared to the top of the mat. Keep the back leg straight and walk the hands forward. Surrender here, wherever that may be for you. It might be high, it might be low. Release, let it all go. Oh, maybe taking a big exhalation from the mouth once again. Letting go of any ruminating in the past, any anticipating for the future. Utilize your breath to ground and anchor you to this present moment. And be fully in this experience of being a human being in your body today. Exhale, release, walking the hands back, open the heart, open the chest. Take your little back bend. We're going to drop our right hip now over to the side, over to the right. Gently bend that left knee, bring the left knee up to join your right knee, like so. Exhale, extend the legs out nice and long. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the sky, hinging from the hips, folding forward. So really moving from the lower spine once again. Okay, and this time we're going to allow a bit of rounding. So bring the chin towards the chest and allow your spine to round. And just completely surrender here. The head being the heaviest part of the body. Allow it to be the heaviest part of the body, drawing you down. So feel that lovely stretch all the way through the spine, all the way down and around into the hamstring muscles in the legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Gently rocking from side to side. If you like, if it feels nice to get deeper into those hamstrings. Exhale, release, coming back to center. We're going to roll our spine down into the ground now. And just begin to windshield viper out the knees, taking the knees from side to side. Lovely. Walking the feet in towards you, palms facing down onto the ground, pressing into the feet, lift the hips up towards the sky and come into your bridge pose. Open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, release, slowly winding down. Extend the legs out nice and long, feet as wide as the mat. And just beginning to wobble like jelly here once again, palms facing up towards the sky. And take a few deep exhalations from the mouth as you find your Shavasana. So for your Shavasana, just getting as comfortable as you possibly can. If anyone needs to get a blanket or cushions, anything that's going to enhance your practice, your Shavasana for this evening. It's only 4 minutes, I'm running a little bit over, but if you want to stay in your Shavasana and just turn off in your own time, please do. And I will end in 4 minutes. Okay, so in your Shavasana now, just begin to allow the head to get really heavy. Soften the scalp, relaxing the forehead, the brow. Allow the eyes to fall back into their sockets. Soften the temples, the cheeks. Unlock your jaw. Relaxing the back of the neck. The shoulders, the upper thoracic spine, down through the lumbar, all the way down to your coccyx. And as you lie here, notice the part of your spine that is lifted off the floor, that doesn't touch the floor. Exhale, release, surrender. Soften the shoulders down through the arms, all the way down to the fingertips. Relax your heart, soften your belly. Let it go. Release your hips, your pelvis, your glutes. And as you scan from the top of your legs down to the tips of your toes, begin to notice any of the muscles that are clenching or tight, anything that's been held. Inhale, ease and calm throughout the body. And exhale, release, surrender. Breathing deeply here. And allowing your body to just melt as you begin to find peace here in this present moment. I'm just going to read you a few words, a little thought for today. Sometimes it's hard to trust life with all its sudden twists, turns, and storms. When something unexpected or painful happens, when we become blocked or frustrated, When life takes a different course than we hoped it would, it's easy to stop trusting the flow of our lives. I didn't ask for this. It's not fair. I don't want this, we think. The road isn't leading anywhere, at least nowhere I want to go. Often when we feel life has turned on us, we respond by turning on ourselves. But turning on ourselves doesn't help. In fact, it can compound the situation. It can prevent us from hearing and acting on the very goals, on the very guidance that will lead us through, get us through, and take us to the next place. It can prevent us from hearing our heart. Keep loving yourself and taking care of yourself, no matter what. Through the storms, the twists, the turns, and the blocks. Take a moment, breathe deep, restore yourself to that sacred place of self-love and self-responsibility. Feel all your feelings, then let them go. Love yourself until you can hear your heart and what it tells you to do. Love yourself until you find the courage to act on that guidance. Loving yourself is a powerful tool, a powerful force for change. It can reconnect you to creativity, to universal love, and to be the best possible version of yourself. It can and will reconnect you to life's magic. Begin to deepen your breath now from within, awakening the body. Slowly begin to wriggle the fingers, wriggle the toes, and gently rolling over to one side, curling up like a baby for a moment. Honoring your inner child, nourishing yourself, and just sending yourself love and kindness. Use your outer hand to gently push yourself up into a seated position. If you're awakening with me, you can stay down if you like. If you're coming with me, sit up nice and tall to awaken the spine. And just closing your class with one gentle this evening. Inhale, prepare for on. All day good night's sleep, lots of love. And so it was heart and self-care this evening, or self-love even. And lots of love, look after yourselves. Coming up into the deepest, darkest part of the winter.
Thanks, Gail, that's lovely.